2008. When the market crashes, we all decide to have babies.
Same year I left my husband.
Girl was a douchebag extraordinaire.
And a pedophile.
Every time you say that.
He went and he married some chick who looked just like
That was the wildest part.
It was so weird.
It was work, trying to live on our own. It was work. He did not want to do any of those things. Another baby? I'm done.
You know, I did not get pregnant at 12.
Thank you for
Just to
saying
clarify.
Because I feel like right now the audience is going, she had a baby at 12. How I end up with the man that was making me clean up crackhead shit. Because this man passed out when I was having the first baby, had to leave. A literal tit for tat. Why we got 3 baby daddies? That was not the intention. Welcome back to It's Mainly About Me and Shit. Not that Amber ain't shit, but that it will be and shit. And we're going to go and start where we left off, talking about these kids. Would you like to start our journey with these girls? Your oldest, my middle.
So this would be in 1999, 8.
Girl, I can't
Oh,
remember.
God.
It's been decades.
Oh, my God. She was born in 98.
Now?
She was born in 98.
Okay.
She was born
You
in
brought it
98.
back. You brought it back because us not knowing how old she is wild right now.
Yeah, I'm for real. I keep forgetting. Don't ask me to calculate it because I just can't. And then if I do, I'll calculate my own age. And I don't feel like doing that right now. So,
We know exactly how old you are.
Fuck
It's
you.
the children that we struggle.
you know what? We are right.
So how'd she get here?
Oh, to talk about how my daughter got here, I got to talk about how I met her daddy.
Oh, I hate this story.
Yeah, so here I am, 12.
Weird.
Impressionable. Sweet. Kind of.
Ish. Go ahead.
And he is not 12.
He's not 12. He has a car.
He has a car.
It was a big deal. He had a car just picking you up from middle school.
Nigga got a mustache and a beard.
Yeah.
He was 19 and I was 12.
Yeah.
So, in retrospect, looking back at it, it took me roughly until she was 16 to realize that I was with a pedophile.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But, yeah, when I got with him again, you know, I did not get pregnant at 12.
Thank you for
Just to
saying
clarify.
Because I feel like right now the audience is going, she had a baby at 12.
I did not get pregnant at 12,
Okay.
nor did we have any relations to create a baby when I was 12.
Okay. Okay. Because I had thought that went down. I'm not going to hold you. I feel like you allowed me to think that went down when we was in middle school. But continue.
I got pregnant with her roughly 4 months after we graduated from high school.
I could not tell you. I was deep in college. All I know is you said you was pregnant.
Yeah.
And you was keeping it. We were like, why? We could get the $300. And you were like, no, I'm not doing it this time. I really want to have this baby. You could not be.
But that's because the year prior, so he had gotten me pregnant while I was in high school. And
Yeah. Trauma.
I was too young.
Yeah.
So we went and got it taken care of.
Sure did.
And I didn't want to do it again.
And I saw that and I heard you and I still advocated for you to be free. But we're here now. We're here now, lover.
And she's here.
You know what I mean? Okay.
And she was beautiful.
Oh my
she still
God.
is beautiful.
Oh my God.
But
Was this
she
the
was
prettiest
beautiful.
baby
oh,
ever?
this chocolate little bunny. Oh my goodness. Just gorgeous.
but what does he do upon finding out that you are going to keep this baby?
Oh, he waits until I'm 5 months pregnant and then dumps me. After he tells me that he would rather his wife have his son and he was glad that I had his daughter, which then I should also point out that that was around the time that I found out that he was still married. So yeah.
Because by now he's in his mid to late 20s. And y'all have been carrying on this relationship for years.
Off and on. It wasn't, straight. But then, he went and he married some chick who looked just like me.
That was the wildest part.
It was so weird. I'm like, I see the pictures and I'm looking at her and I'm like, what? Why would you do something like that? Why would you do something like that to her? And then it made me wonder if he ever started saying my name when he was talking.
Ew, girl, we ain't got to take it there. This ain't part of the scrap, edit, delete.
But moving right along. Yeah. My daughter's father.
Ooh. Was a douchebag extraordinaire.
And a pedophile.
Every time you say that. Oh, if his mama was alive, then
She
you
still is
call
alive.
her.
She just might see this and
I hope somebody send it to her. I ain't even gonna hold you. I hope somebody send it to her. But
it's gonna be what it's gonna be.
to each his own. Meanwhile, my problematic ass meets my daughter's father at McDonald's, where he is the manager. And the worst manager to me at that. How I end up with the man that was making me clean up crackhead shit.
Okay, I did not know this.
Yes, you did. Oh, I screamed about this.
Okay, I must have
Up
blocked
and
it
down.
out.
You had to. The trauma is real. How I let that man see me naked after that is wild to me. But that's where we were. One of his friends was like, guess who has a crush on you? And I'm like, who? And he's like, da da da. And I'm like, you're lying to me. Not the manager that changes my schedule willy-nilly and makes me clean up the worst things and always has me doing the craziest jobs. That dude has a crush on me. Yes, absolutely. At this time, I'm thinking he is about 21, 22. Turns out he is 27, but I do not find this out until we're thick in a relationship. Thick. Makes me break up with my boyfriend.
Bitch, we were still in high school.
No? Oh, yeah, when I met him, yeah. I was a senior. Yeah. I turned 18 in February, end of February. We're having sex by March. Okay, so I go to prom, messing with this dude, everything. We don't have any babies for years. I break up with this man, get with another man. That's from episode 1. That was the certified, pocket picker. That one. Get pregnant by that guy just to get back together with this guy pregnant with the first guy's baby. Thinking I'm so lucky that he wants me back and we're going to raise this baby together. Yay, us. We raise the boy. I decide, this man and I are not as compatible as I think. After I make him marry me, after we buy a house, after the picket fence and everything, I get everything I want and I go, I don't think this is working. You don't really want to do the things I want to do. It was work trying to get the house. It was work trying to live on our own. It was work. He did not want to do any of those things. He was happy living with my mom. I was not happy doing that. And so as I'm going, maybe we should get divorced. Try something different. We've only been married a year and a half. We can get this bad boy annulled. I go on my life, you go on your life. He says, well, we didn't even give it a good go. You didn't even want to have another baby. Another baby.
The trap.
Another baby. I'm done. I'm deep in my 20s, 27, 28, 28, because I have her at 29. And I think, oh my God, he's right. How could I? I've not given my marriage a chance. I'm such a Jezebel. We should try to have this baby. Also in my head, we've been together a decade now and ain't been no accidental babies. So I'm thinking, what's the odds I get pregnant? The odds are good. The odds are great. The odds, one time, pregnant. Now I'm hot because I done laughed at all my friends who are also pregnant at this time. Why are we all pregnant? 4 or 5 of my friends and my sister. 4 or 5 babies born within weeks of each other that year, 2008. When the market crashes, we all decide to have babies.
Same year I left my husband.
Girl.
And he just said, let's try having a baby.
That's exactly correct.
And I left like a month later.
I really wish that back in the day there were more podcasts or at least women being real about how men will talk to you when they full of shit. And that, oh, we should have a baby is a full of shit conversation. Let me tell you why. If a man is not doing his best to show that he is a good father before the baby,
he's not going to be a good father after the baby.
and not only that, that's what lets you know it's gaslighting. That's what lets you, if he's not at the nieces and nephews parties, if he's not at Chuck E. Cheese doing the most, if he's not seriously talking to family members about what they need for their kids, he's gassing you, girl. That man don't know nothing about having no baby. Because this man passed out when I was having the first baby, had to leave. My mama had to be like, oh no, you asked her to have a baby. You gonna go in there with her. Because remember I told you her and the Catholic prayer from the first episode was a real thing. My mama was traumatized. She was not watching me have another baby. So she was like, you are absolutely having that baby with that man, and he gonna hold your hand the whole time. He better not pass out. I was like, well, and he didn't. He didn't. But this time wasn't as bad as the last times. I had good doctors. They took care of me.
Yeah, it was a nice hospital.
I mean, what? Cut me open, plop that baby out. Now, why? The part of the labor that concerned me, where I knew that my child was different, was as they're pulling her out, I hear the doctor go, ow. And I'm like, why? Who hurt the doctor? Your baby bit me. My baby got teeth? No, but still took a good bite as I was trying to deliver her. Enough for the doctor to say, ow. When they brought that baby around, me and him were already nervous because I'm getting the C-section. So they got the sheets up and we're behind the sheet and he not trying to look around the sheet because, you know, he passed out that first time. So he like, look, in order for me to make it, I'm going to look at you, you going to look at me, and we not looking at nothing else. Okay, I wasn't really paying attention to him at this time because he pissed me off talking about we should name her Jasmine.
Ew.
After 9.5 months of asking, he comes up with Jasmine. I don't even want to talk to him. But when that doctor says, ow, I'm looking at him. He's looking at me. We're like, oh no. And then the nurse brings the baby around. And as the nurse is walking by to put her in the incubator where they clean her up and everything, she's just looking at us. With her face scrunched up. And I mean, they're holding her. Oh, she's so pretty. She's so beautiful. Her face. Like, we're short. Mm-hmm. The whole time coming around. We both lean in like this. And I'm like, that is not a Jasmine.
I mean, B, come on. I saw that baby when I went into your
I know you
room.
did. I know you did.
refused to pick that
I
baby
remember
up.
being mad. I'm gonna forever be mad about it, even though I understand now. You all have worked out y'all's relationship. You're so much alike. It's scary, but at the time, I'm like, why she act like she can't pick up my baby? Ain't nothing wrong with my baby. She good.
That
She's
was a
good
grown
baby.
ass fucking woman when she turned and looked at me. I ain't picking that baby up. No, it's just like, what was it? What's his name? The tiny comedian who said that he picked up the baby on the
Not-
road and there was a deer bra.
Not the tiny comedian. If this goes viral, girl, not the tiny comedian. Oh, you mean Kevin Hart?
Yes!
I can't stand you.
Thank you so much.
I hate
It was a deer bra.
This is where we're at. And you calling my baby a dibber on top of that.
No, I'm calling her the grown ass man with Benjamin Button disease. She was a grown ass woman in a baby's body, and I'm not picking up a grown ass person. I don't care.
The image in my head right now, because she's obviously a baby. Like a tiny little baby.
Nope, Demise that looked at me showed
7
me
pounds,
she was grown
8
ass.
ounces, head full of hair.
She was beautiful.
Cutie patootie.
I didn't want to touch her. I didn't want to pick her up. I came in there and I was like, oh.
And what's wild is she didn't like to be touched. She didn't like to be picked up. She really was that kind of baby that just was like, leave me all the way alone. If you don't have milk coming out your titty, I don't see no reason for us to conversate.
Whereas Jewel,
Woo! That was my dog. That was my dog.
you gonna pick her up.
Yep. And you come to get her. And she's getting out the house without you knowing and coming down. What floor were you on?
18.
The 18th floor. 2 years old. Bags packed.
We didn't even have cell phones, and somehow she calls this woman and says, Auntie, I want to be picked up.
Yeah,
Are
now.
you coming to get me?
Now.
And next thing I know, my daughter gone.
Yeah.
I'm in the shower. I'm in the bathroom. She got her bag packed. She already downstairs on the first floor.
I still blame the doorman. Because how you help her get in my car. Doorman, you open the door and then you help this little person get in the back seat of the car, strap her in. I go off, have no idea that you don't know the baby gone.
But I'm like, how the fuck would she not know? I'm not downstairs.
Because how did the baby, because it's not like this the first time the doorman helped her out. You have been like, okay, I'm taking her downstairs. I gotta run upstairs real quick. The doorman has put her in my car before. Excuse the mic. Had put her in my car before. So my defense, I really thought you knew. And mind you, he had a phone downstairs that he used to call upstairs to let you know people were there. Again, doorman had ultimate culpability in this situation.
Willie, if you ever see this,
I know that's real.
I did not know my daughter was downstairs.
Oh, he tickles me because ain't nobody gonna believe that story. And that wasn't the first breakout. How many breakouts?
Oh my God. There was 3 more once we got to that last house in East Orange. That shit was horrible. And
Cops.
all 3 of them times, cops were
It's
involved.
bringing her up. It's bringing her home like, your child has escaped
Again.
again.
The last time they said they was going to take my babies
That's
from me.
facts. That's facts. So she had to
I
lock up the house.
I had
like
so
Fort
many
Knox.
locks. Oh my God, I had so many locks. And now her child's doing the same shit.
Ah, you lying to me.
No, I'm not. That
Which
boy,
one? The oldest
the
or little?
oldest one.
Yeah.
He opens
Yeah.
every freaking door.
Yep.
And if he can, he going outside.
Listen.
And I look at her and I told her, this is what the fuck you get.
I'm telling you, it's in the Bible. It is in the Bible. However you were as a child is the kind of child you will receive. And that's why the parents is always wishing it. They don't really talk to us about it, what it really means to raise a kid, because if they did, we would never do it. And they want to watch us go through what they went through. It's masochistic. I promise you, all of our parents are masochistic. There are very few parents out there going, no, don't do it. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Including me. I know it's a bad idea. And I'm still like, oh, can you imagine if she got a version of herself? Either of them. If either of them, because that one got boys. If she had a little girl, bye.
If she had a little girl, the
GPDB on speed dial.
and the world would be on fire right now.
Yeah.
I'm like,
What's the chief of police name? I think this is Chichita's year now. Yeah, he'd be at your house regularly. Like, I
So
just
much
brought
fun.
your grandchild to you because she was across town. And we don't know how she got there. She ordered the Uber. She ordered the Uber. I promise you. See, he's not going to order an Uber. But if you had a granddaughter, girl, bye.
Yes, I have grandchildren.
And it's all boys.
All boys.
And I got grandchildren, and it's all girls.
That is interesting. I had 2 boys and a girl. You had 2 girls and a boy.
I'm telling you, the universe is tickled by the both of us. And the entire 4 decades of our friendship, it's been like that. A literal tit for tat. Why we got 3 baby daddies? That was not the intention, girl. That was not the intention.
But it was what happened.
Like, and I know people
Oh,
gonna watch
man.
this like, you got what? That it happened. It just happened. First of all, not my fault I'm cute. Blame my parents. Second of all, not my fault I leave a man.
We gonna blame your parents on that one too?
I feel like that's my mama's fault.
Mm.
She set the standard for she will leave a man. She will put you out. She will not call you back. She will act like you don't exist. I watched her do it multiple times. Yeah. I blame her.
So should I blame her for me doing the same shit? Because mama stayed with the same dude.
Yes.
Okay, so it's
Yes.
your mama's fault
I believe that.
that I got 3 baby daddies.
Where would you get it from? Where would you see that behavior? It was nowhere in your familial life.
Nah.
And it really wasn't in mine either. That wasn't my mom's story. She had all her kids by the same dude. See, that taught me a lesson. I met my father. Okay. You maybe should have stopped at one. Moved around, seen what else was out there. Try your hand at some different Skittles.
But sometimes
I know.
sometimes some other flavors be so sour.
It's nasty and trifling. You are
Mhm.
absolutely correct. And at the same
Sometimes
time,
that first one you take is nasty and sour.
this is the thing. It's all about what you have access to. That's what I think. I really believe the more you have access to healthier individuals, we was living in the hood.
That part.
Everybody was poor. Everybody was traumatized. Everybody was abused. And we was looking for love.
Oh God, that stupid ass song is playing in my head.
What song?
Looking for love.
I can't. Okay, that's my fault. That's my fault. That's not the point. I'm just saying now that we're grown and we done been through all of that, we would never do what we did when we were younger. I would never do that again.
True.
Knowing what I know now,
True.
the cerebral cortex is a hell of a drug. Because once you get it, you go, what was I thinking? You weren't thinking. Your brain wasn't developed. And the government said you got to be grown as a teenager.
Yeah, for real.
And we couldn't wait to be grown. We was in them streets. That's what I'm saying. Now, we would never be in the streets. We'd be who's all out there.
Mm,
You tired just thinking about it.
I ain't going out there.
I know. It's a metaphor, but
I know. But I'm just
Anyways.
saying, I ain't going. Well, I mean,
I feel like 0 to 18, the girls were easier.
To a point.
What's the point?
Well, I don't know. My daughter putting on your underwear was.
Oh, shit. Ho.
That wasn't easy.
Shit. Ho. I'm saving that one for how I met my bonus children. Since I did not have a birth story for them. Yeah, girl, I didn't. Next episode on It's Mainly About Me and shit.
Luckily, I don't have any, but well, you know what? That's not true because her kids are my kids and my kids are her kids. So she's got a whole lot more than just 5 kids.
Yeah, that's true.
But
they don't see it like that.
I know.
Benditos. Have no choices. So, I'm just saying, again, to take it back, outside of some of the more colorful situations, still, our girls have been easier to raise than the boys.
You know what? I'll give it that. My second one gave me some interesting time.
Yeah, memories, thoughts, experiences.
Trials.
By interesting, I'd say traumatizing. Extreme. Glad he's grown.
So glad.
Oh,
That day that I came running out of my room, not walking, because my daughter is screaming, "Mommy, I can't hold on," while he is hanging in the laundry chute, and she's holding him by his forearms. He's just hanging there.
Because he decided that was a great idea.
Just hanging there.
Yeah. Yeah. See, mine would climb into the crib with his baby sister to sleep there for her protection. Brand new baby. Why is this 6-year-old? Mind you, somehow the baby is on his face. He's trying to teach the baby to do what he used to do. So the baby sleeps on his face regularly. Doesn't sleep on anybody else's face.
And he's fine with that?
Listen, my dad called me. He can't find the baby anywhere one day. And your son is in her playpen sleep. I'm like, check the playpen. The baby's in there with them. No. It's just him and lift something. She's in there with him. He sleep in the playpen with her. And she sleep too. After he done cussed my dad out about how to make a bottle right.
Well,
this nigga used to be wildin'. He would fight anybody behind his sister casually. I could not let him out in public with her.
Well.
Are you going to say something besides well? Because you keep saying well like you're going to say something. I'll wait for you to say something.
That's love.
You know, girl, that's abuse. This is why we be marrying our stalkers. This is what I'm saying. Like, she had to be like, no means no, get away from me. I would need to breathe. It was a whole thing.
Oh, man.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, man, we got 2 minutes left. Now what? He's making me nervous with that.
No. I will say that I did eventually touch her daughter at 2 years old when she lifted her arms and asked me to. That is when I touched her daughter.
You did not want the people to believe that you've never hugged or
showed affection. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. If they ever meet said child,
they'll understand.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a guarantee that you would, but you know, there are possibilities.
I can see her wanting to come on the podcast because she has a story to tell.
I bet she does.
Because think about what her POV is of all of these situations.
I can't wait for some of the stories that she has to tell about the stuff that I got her to do.
That's the part.
Ooh, I'm in so much trouble.
It's the mob stuff for me. So, on the next episode, of It's Mainly About Me and Shit.
Gonna talk about the last babies.
Yes, and maybe get into your mob stories with the middle child.
Give me all of your money.
Stop. That's the preface for me.